Alon, Wasalon, you're with the Nasty Pastor, and I'm back with another chapter read from Stolen Legacy. Right now, we're going to get back into Aristotle, and this part, we're getting into. It's about the birth, the train, the doctrines he wrote, the books that that Aristotle read. He was a philosopher. You got what I'm saying? If you haven't kept up, Aristotle is a philosopher. So this is what the part that we're in is basically the Egyptian mystery system, and it details where Aristotle, Plato, Socrates, their teachings, their philosophy come from out of Kemet. You feel me? Come from out of Kemet. So once again, I say to you, again, you know what I mean? Everything we forged, everything that we understood is still alive and present today, just under another flag. You feel what I'm saying? Just under another flag. So if you can see life the way I see life, and you can understand how history went, then you should understand that our people is still relevant today. You feel me? Still relevant today. Do we own a lot? No. Do we make decisions? Yes. Is the world looking at us, and do the world revolve around our influence? Yes, from another speaker, from another face. You feel what I'm saying? Another speaker, another face. You get it? You get everything I'm saying? Okay. Believe me, we are alive and present. In order for us to speak, in order for us to be the face of our culture, of this world. And when I say this world, I'm talking about this whole rock. You feel what I'm saying? We have to pull this up. We have to put it way up. In our unrighteous times, we have to be righteous. And when I say our unrighteous times, this is the time of Satan. This is the 1,000 years reign of Satan. You feel what I'm saying? But what will it do for us being unrighteous when we are already looked at unrighteous? So what will it do? We need to do something else. We need to be righteous in this time frame, so that when the time come again and the time arises again, there is no red tape, there is no detours, there is no blockage. We are allowed. You feel what I'm saying? We are allowed. Let's get into this reading. There are two lists of books which have come down to modern times from Alexandrian and Arabian sources. The older list derived from the Alexandrian Hermippus 2000 BC, who estimated the books of Aristotle at 400, which according to Zeller's suggestion must have been in the Alexandrian library. At the time of the compilation of the list, since works which are now considered to be Aristotle's are not found in the list, the later derived from Arabian sources was compiled by Ptolemy of the 1st or 2nd century AD. This list mentions most of the works in the modern collection and has a total of 1,000 books. Now we're going to get into doctrines of Aristotle. 1. Metaphysics, or the principles of being in the metaphysical realm. 1. Aristotle defines metaphysics as the science of being as being. 2. He names the attributes of being as actuality, perfection, and potentiality, the captivity for perfection. In other words, you have the potential. You get what I'm saying? You have the potential to be the president of the United States. You got what I'm saying? And then when you have reached that title, reached that goal, you are living in the actuality of being a president. The reality of being a president. He states that all created beings are composed of actuality and potentiality. These two principles are present and are mixed in all created beings except one, whose being is actuality and includes the composition of matter and form, substance and accident, soul and its faculties, active and passive, intellect. You get it? You get all that, right? Alright, let's move on. Roman number 2, principles of being in the physical realm. There are 4 principles of being in the physical realm which are called cause. Matter. The material cause is the potentiality or captivity of existence. It is that out of which being is made. Form or essence. The formal cause is that which gives actuality to existence. It is that into which a thing is made. When matter is united with form, the result is organized or realized being that has come to existence in the process of nature. 3, final cause is that for which everything exists. Everything has a purpose, and that purpose is the final cause. A final cause always implies intelligence, but this is not always true in the case of the efficient cause. Consequently, in the realm of nature, every being or living organism is the complex effect of 4 causes: the substance out of which it is made, the type of idea according to which the embryo tends to develop, the act of creation or generation, the purpose or end for which the organism is created. In other words, matter, type, creation, and purpose are the 4 principles which underlie all existing things. Well, that's the end of this chapter. Read, and hopefully you get that. You got what I'm saying. Hopefully you really get it. Like I said, we all have the potential to do a lot. And see, that comes from us thinking things through, but we haven't put actions to it, right? We're thinking it through. We're understanding what we need to do. We're understanding the actions and the steps that we need to take forth. And when we sit down and we talk to someone, what do you think they're explaining to you when they tell you, you have the potential from what you're telling me, from what you're showing me, you have the potential to be a successful businessman. You feel what I'm saying? You get it? You get it? Now the actuality is when you put actions behind it and you start seeing it yourself. Business is very successful now. There's money really coming in. There are customers that don't want to go nowhere else but my store to get these items. Look, I say this to you, you know what I mean? We're here for a reason. You get it? You get that. I've always been taught that. You're here on this rock for a reason. Figure what your reason is. Because when your reason is over, is when the demiurge is going to bring you home, call you home, bring you home. You get it? You understand? We have a purpose of being here. Look, you've been with the Nasty Pastor. I'm out, and I love you.